Hello everyone, how's it going? Ethersong here, and we're going to be doing the live translation of their Blue Protocol Communication 6.1 developer livestream. Hope everyone's having a good day, good night, wherever they may be. The stream will be starting in about 11 minutes or so. I'm sure everyone here, or I assume a lot of people here, know what the situation is already. But the main things is that they gave an update on their situation today, and they said they're going to be holding a live stream today to explain the situation. And this is in regards to them fixing the problems and preparing for the network test. It seems like they had like some kind of bug or something with their network or system or something like that, but they're gonna explain things in detail today, so we'll just have to wait and see. And they also had some more information on their site. Yeah, they delayed the network test to March. So yeah, this is what they have here on their site. So they said, yeah, into March is when they're planning to hold it, but they don't have it decided fully yet because they're thinking that they're going to be able to fix the problem by the middle of March. And if it's fixed by then they'll be able to hold the test at the end of March, but it still isn't definitive yet because they don't know how well it'll go, I guess. But what do they have here? They're going to give an update at the end of February here. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So I guess we waited until this update to learn that we're not getting anything until later, but I think today is just going to be explaining kind of their situation and why they had to delay it. I don't know if there's going to be very much new news or anything like that. It's probably just an update on their situation. Because it's not really a full developer live stream either. They put it at 6.1. Again, I guess for people that are just tuning in or may not know, the network test is a test for the Japanese version of the game. This is different from the global closed beta test. Yeah, we don't really know how this will affect the game's release. Maybe they'll talk about that as well. But I would assume that as they're working on fixing this problem, they have other, groups and teams that are working on other parts of the game as planned. So hopefully the other parts are going smoothly, and once they get this worked out, they'll be able to release the game. But we'll have to see. Somebody's making a funny comment. You know what happens when the delay ends? The delay starts again. Yeah. It's like that, people talk about maintenance. Yeah. Yeah, the live stream. We're gonna put out like a tweet or something saying, "Sorry, we delayed the live stream until later because there was technical difficulties." kind of interesting because they were planning the release of the game for early spring in Japan. It seems like their network test has been pushed back to what I would consider early spring. So I'm wondering if their initial release date was like, you know, kind of like into March or something like that. Just have to wait and hear if they have any information about release dates or things changing at all, but hopefully they're like, after the network test, wait a couple weeks and then the game will come out. Well, hopefully if they get the problem fixed, they can just still release it in like April or May or something. I don't know about global. Network test was delayed. Yes, it was. It was originally planned was like the 14th or something, and then they had an issue, like a bug or something, and they giving an update today. And the Twitter update was that they're going to give a more in-depth update on their live stream. So that's what we're waiting for. I don't think the network, I don't mean the dev stream is delayed, but it should be starting in, what do we got? 4 minutes here. I guess for NAEU, what are they saying? Second half of this year? So whenever that means. Oh, it's starting. It went live. Let's see if it starts soon then. I think we're okay. They didn't delay the live stream. So it should. I think they turned on the stream and then it should be starting in a minute or so. We'll have to see. Yeah, 2 minutes early, so maybe just turn on the stream a little bit early. So while waiting, still look at comments. Yeah, it was longer delay than I expected though, going, 2 months back or so. It's a pretty big delay. guess 2.5 months or so. Yeah, I'm hoping that maybe they had like the problem with the network part, but the other parts of the game are being developed smoothly. So once the network part gets ironed out, they'll have everything else ready to go. It'd be nice if they were able to go, smoothly into release after the network test. Well,
皆さん、こんばんは。
they're in a different spot than
バ
they
ンダイナム
normally
コオ
are.
ンライングループロトコル運営統括ディレクター兼プロデューサーの鈴木です。本日の番組はいつも番組配信で行っている、配信スタジオからの配信とは異なりまして、バンダイナムコオンラインの会議室より自分たちで配信を
So they're saying they're
行
using
ってお
a
ります。
meeting room
まだスタッフも慣れてい
instead
な
of
い
their
状態とな
normal
っておりますので、
live stream
音が
area.
聞こえない、画面が見えないなどトラブルがありましたらコメントをいただけますと
So it's a little bit different environment than you usually stream from. So there may be some issues, but they're hoping everything goes smoothly.
はい、皆さんこんばんは。バンダイナムコスタジオグループプロトコル開発統括ディレクターの福崎です。よろしくお願いします。
Fukuzaki.
皆さんこんばんは。バンダイナムコオンライン、プロジェクトスカイの、エグゼクティブプロデューサーの下岡です。今日はよろしくお願いいたします。
Shimaoka, executive
本日の番
producer.
組ですが、もともと正式サービス後などに短い準備期間で、急ぎ情報をお伝えしたい場合などに備えて自分たちで配信を行えるように準備を考えていたものなんですが、今回お伝えさせていただいておりますネットワークテストの延期についてご説明をさせていただくため、配信ができるよう準備を急ぎまして、本日短い時間となりますが、配信を実施させていただくこ
Yeah,
と
so
と
it's going to
い
be
た
a
しました。
short stream, and they
このた
wanted
め
to be able
プロ
to
通信で実施してい
give
る
out
いつもの
information
内容
about
など
the
も実施
release,
し
or
ない
I mean
となっ
the
ておりますの
delay.
で、この点は番組実
personally.
施としてご理解いただけますと幸いです。まずは、ネットワークテストにつきまして延期という状態になってしまいましたこと、
First about-
またそのお知らせが遅くなってしまいましたこと、誠に申し訳ございません。
So first, they're apologizing for the delay
現在状況につきましては、本日公式サイトにて
being
進捗のお
announced
知ら
so
せをさせていただ
suddenly
きま
before
した
the
が、改めまして現在の状態とご説明をさせていただければと考えております。
So they're hoping to explain the situation.
はい、現在の状況についてお知らせいたします。
So the
現
current
在も、
situation.
ネットワークテスト延期判断を行うこととなった、不具合の調査、そして、改善の対応を進めております。本日時点でですね、不具合の原因の特定はできておりまして、
So they have identified the problem
対応方法も確定しております。
and they know how to fix it.
根本的な問題解決を行うための、対応作業と修正確認を含めた対応見込みは、2023年3月の中旬頃を予定しております。
All right. So and the time they need to fix the problem and make sure it works is going to take until middle of March.
このためですね、ネットワークテストの開催時期も、それ以降ということで、2023年3月下旬頃となる見込みとなっております。
So because of that, the network test itself is going to be held after that, which means near the end of March or so. This is a lot of the information they had on their site as well.
本日ですね、具体的な日程をお届けすることができず、誠に心苦しいところあるんですけれども、対応作業の進捗、確認しつつ正確なご案内を、行わせていただくため、不具合の修正状況、ネットワークテスト実施の準備状況については、2023年の2月下旬に改めてご案内をさせていただきたいと思っております。
All right. Yeah, it's the same thing from the site, but they're saying they apologize that they're not able to give a definitive date as of yet, but they're going to give an update at the end of February as their status.
次にですね、不具合の内容について簡単にご説明をさせていただければと思いますので、福崎さんをよろしくお願いします。
はい、 まずは、ネットワークテストに延期になりまして、本当に申し訳ありませんでした。
So first, you'd like to apologize for it being delayed.
ちょっとそれの、原因となったちょっと不具合の、詳細について、説明させていただきます。今回の不具合がですね、前回のブルプロ通信でも、ご説明をさせていただきました、チャンネルとゾーンの仕組みに、大きく関わっておりますので、そちらも改めて、ご説明しつつ、説明させていただければと思います。
All right, so he's saying the problem had something to do with the channel and zone system in the game. And this is something that they explained in one of the channel and zone system, something they explained before, but they're going to go over that again to give some background on the problem.
それではスライドの方をお願いいたします。はい、前回のブルプロ通信の方でも、お伝えさせていただきましたが、ブルプロでは、チャンネルあたりの、入場可能人数が、決まっており、これを超えると、自動的に、チャンネルが作成される仕組みとなっております。
All right, so this is their channel and zone system. So you have the areas, the zones. So you have like a town, and one channel can hold up to 200 people. The field, each zone can have up to 30 people. And when number of players exceed the limit, it automatically creates a new channel for that area. And then you have the missions with 6 players, raid missions with 30 players, solo missions with 1 player, and things like that.
お願いします。で、ゾーンは、ロードが不要で移動できるエリア単位のことを言いますが、このゾーンやチャンネルはゲームの仕組み上、それぞれが別サーバーで構成されています。はい、次。
So I guess for each of these things, they're all in separate servers for moving around. So the zone and channels are all in different parts of in different servers. Okay.
お願いします。で、このゾーンやチャンネルを、オートスケールという仕組みで、自動的に増減をさせています。ユーザーさんが、多い、チャンネルは自動的にチャンネルが、余剰も含め、増えていき、ユーザーさんが一定時間、いないチャンネルに関しては、自動的に、減っていく仕組みとなっております。
So they have an auto-scaling system for these, I guess, channel servers, where if players start to increase, they'll increase the number they need. And if players aren't there for a while, they'll decrease the servers, right?
今回、このスケールが発生する際に、パーティーを組んでいるときに、このパーティー情報が異常となる不具合を確認し、頻度や影響、発生原因を確認したところ、根本的な、ロジックへの修正対応が必要であることが分かったため、今回は、ネットワークテストの延期の判断をさせていただきました。
All right. So, and here's the main problem. So when this like increasing and decreasing their server channel servers, there's occasionally a problem where with the party can be a irregular, or I guess the parties, something with a bug with the party system, where you look like you're in a party, but you're not able to do chat or mission requests, and it acts as if you're not in the party. So I guess there's a bug with the party system. And because of this, as the number of players keep increasing and the number, how often this bug occurs increases as well. And as such, they needed to redo the logic behind this scaling and party system with this.
これ起きた不具合というのはですね、パーティーを組んでいるんですけれども、ミッション申請が行えない、チャットができないなど、かなりちょっと重篤
So I guess it like looks like you're in a party, but you're not able to do things you're normally able to do as a party. So it, like a party system kind of breaks down or something like that.
お願いします。詳細なちょっと日時的な経緯に関しては、このようになっております。ちょっと細かく
So I guess there's some background about what's happening. So middle of December, they were doing their daily debugging, and they were dealing with bugs and things. And then they held a play test with a number of players, I guess. And on the 27th, they increased the number of players. And they had, I guess, the most number of players they've tested with so far. And because of that, up until now, a bug that hadn't occurred, they discovered. So over the New Year's, the New Year period, they worked on fixing this bug. So they held a test with the same number of players, and they were able to identify part of the problem was fixed. But with over a certain number of players, it was not. There was a part of it that also wasn't fixed. So they continued working on to fix the problem over, I guess, a break. Was it a holiday period or something? So I guess they were working hard over like the holidays trying to fix these problems. So they worked on continuing on the was it January 9th. They worked on continuing to fix the bug and identify the issue. But during this period, they discovered a new bug, the one that they discussed here, which led to them having to delay the network test. And it's because it's the range of the bug and its effect. I guess the time it will take to test all the areas. Yeah, so I guess that's kind of the background of what happened. So they were doing like play testing and debugging before the network test, and they started increasing number of players, and it caused some new bugs that they hadn't discovered before, and they worked on fixing some of them, but some other ones appeared that caused them to have to delay the network test. I guess the main problem was that auto scaler and party logic with their channel system.
それぞれの社内から人を募って多人数を入れてデバッグの方を行っておりました。で、いくつか不具合を検知しながらも、それらさえ修正すればネットワークテストが行えるよねという状態で、年末年始や3連休も含めて修正作業およびそれの修正確認を行っていたんですけれども、本当に最後3連休の最中ですね、3連休の最中に、改めて確認をしたところ、新たな、先ほど申したような、不具合が発生しまして、不具合の原因としてはここでは新規にはなってるんですけれども、おそらく他の不具合の修正だったりそういう要因も絡んでいると思いますが、そういった、不具合の方が検知されまして、その時点で
And he's saying that, as it says, it's a new bug here on the January 9th date, one that causing the delay, but this also could be linked to other areas being changed and fixed that can also lead to other bugs that are caused when code gets changed. And then in order to investigate the range and I guess the cause of this bug, it took them time, and they announced their initial delay, but they continued investigating it, and they were able to discover the problem, but in order to fix it, it would take until the middle of March, like they had discussed.
修正をするのに、その不具合に対して、直接的に修正をすればいいのか、根本的な対処が必要なのかっていうところの、目処が立たないという状態になっておりまして、その週の週末にはもうネットワークテストの、本来の日時ではありましたので、さすがにちょっと、リスクもありますし、目処が立っていないっていう時点で、もうちょっとネットワークテストの、実施は、ちょっと困難であるということを、開発の方と、して、判断させていただきまして、報告を、そうですね、上層の方に、報告をさせていただきました。
はい、 運営チームの方でもですね、テストにも当然参加をしておりますので、不具合の状態は追わせていただいて、いました。で、最後の1月9日の段階で延期判断をさせていただく原因となった新規不具合、これをおそらくこれまで修正してきたものの中で円バグを起こしているだろうというところも、
All right. What he's saying right now is that most likely when they were doing other fixes for these other bugs that they discovered earlier on the 9th tier, the bug they discovered was most likely caused by fixes to these other bugs. So an in bug caused by other changes to code.
あったんですが、この時点で、やはり原因がつかめないというところがありましたので、1月10日に延期が必要であると、最終的に判断をさせていただいたもの
Which led them to having to
で延期を行うことで
delay the
今
network
後の
test.
スケジュールや、関係会社、パブリッシャーなど、事前の連絡、開発メンバー含むですね、が必要になりますし、各種その後のスケジュールをどうするのかなどの、連絡や調整が必要となっておりますので、このあたりの調整を実施させて、いただきながら同時に皆様に、お伝え
So because of these changes, they had to contact publishers and other groups that they're associated with for changes to schedule. So I guess there may be some schedule changes in the future because of these issues. And the schedule may be moved back some, I'm assuming.
お知らせの内容を作成し、これらの調整が完了した翌日ですね、1月11日に延期のお知らせを行わせていただいた形となっております。1月ね、1月11日時点では修正のために何が必要でどれだけの期間がかかるのが不明な状態でしたので、最初にお知らせをさせていただいた、延期のお知らせでは次回のお知らせが本日、1月25であることと、調査を継続させていただいていた形となっております。下課からも話がありましたが、本日までの間に原因の特定と、この原因の修正には根本的な問題、ロジックの変更が必要であるという形となっておりますので、
I guess when they initially decided they were going to have to delay the network test, right, they would need to contact the people they're associated with to give them advance notice that they were going to have to delay the network test they were planning. And at that point, they hadn't discovered the cause of the bug yet. But as they move forward, they discovered the cause, which they discussed earlier today. And as they said, it's going to be taking until the middle of March or so to
必要な対応の
fix the
洗い
issue.
出しと暫定的なスケジュールの作成を完了して修正作業を現在進めているという形となっております。いわばネットワークテストの実施に向けてですね、粘って対応を行わせていただきていたことが結果お知らせが遅くなってしまったという状況につながってしまう状態となってしまいます。
Yeah, so he's saying the reason for the sudden notice of the delay is because they were working until last minute trying to fix these bugs and getting the test ready for everyone to play. But because they ran into a bug they weren't able to fix in time, this caused the delay to occur.
こちらも大変申し訳ございませんでした。
They apologize for that.
ですね、数万人のね規模に、開発のそのデバッグの規模とそのネットワークテストの規模ってやっぱり大きく違いますし、これがたとえ件数がですね今の時点の規模では、少なくてもですね実際にネットワークテストそして実際のサービスインともう規模が大きくなっていくに従ってその発生件数も増えていきますし、プレイヤーの皆様に影響が出る回数も増えていくということで、そもそもネットワークテストをやるという意義であったりとか、将来のサービスインが今よりもさらに遅れてしまうということが、懸念がありましたということで、今回延期という判断をさせていただいたというご報告になりまして、本当はですね、
Alright, yeah, so he's saying that the bug as it was it occurs more frequently as the number of players increase. And the scale of a network test with, was it like 100,000 players or so, is a lot greater than what they have in their own internal testing. So as the number of players increase for like a network test or release of the game, you would have this problem occurring more and more often, and it would cause, I guess, players quite a bit of inconvenience. So they wanted to fix this bug before they would move into doing the network test on a large scale or even, releasing a game.
こちらのその小数点配信は、いわゆる整数配信というか、ナンバリングされているものとナンバリングされているものの間で、その間で出た疑問点とか、そういうことを解消していきたいと思って準備をさせていただいてきた放送になります。次回以降もですね、このような形形式はやっていくと思うんですけれども、ちょっと第1回目の、配信がこのようなお伝えというところになったというところが、悲しいところではあるんですが、しっかりとコミュニケーションを取っていきたいという気持ちで、今日は、お時間をいただきました。
So he's saying that this broadcast currently is, in between the large numbers for their broadcast. This broadcast that they have the broadcast 6 and before they had broadcast 5, and this is 6.1. So this is a way they wanted to give information to players and fans about the state of the game for things going forward as well. And they're sad that the first broadcast, like non-main numbered broadcast, is in this manner, but they hope to keep communicating with players in a way like this where they can give information about the state of the game.
今日ご視聴いただいた方々には本当にありがたく感謝しております。ね、実際にプレイの配信とかね、ちょっと企画もあるので、そのような形で小数点配信やっていきたいと、
そういう用途で用意してきた、
思います。で、急なことで、こうやって集まって、いただいてですね、視聴いただいている皆様には、感謝しかないところなんですけれども、ちょっと、台本はこれでおしまいというところもありますが、ちょっともう何にもこうやってコメント見ててもお土産なしっていうのは自分的にはどうかなと思うところが。
All right, so they made it to in their script today, but as in the comments, some people are saying, is there not going to be like some special something for us because we're tuning in?
ありまして、ちょっと準備している、ね、ベンチマークとかあるじゃないですか。
So I guess they have something they do want to show as kind of like a gift to the players.
例えばですけど、ベンチマークの準備を進めていただいてみたいな、取ってですかね。ちょっと何にもお土産なしでこのまま蓋をするのもちょっと。
So they just want to stop at this point right here, so they want to give something back to everyone.
そうですね、ベンチマークソフトの状態についてお伝えをさせていただきますと、開発とデバッグ。
So they're talking about the benchmark, I guess, software or something.
は、ほぼ完了したという状態で、
So they're nearing completion of the benchmark software for the game.
インストーラーを作るとか。
And they're making an installer.
状態となっています。で、ここからですね、ちょっと説明書といいますか、ウェブサイトでどう使うのとか、どういう特典が出るとどうなのみたいなのをちょっと作らせていただく。
And they're planning to release some information on like a website about how to be able to use it and such.
で、次回のこの2月下旬のタイミングでのこの小数点放送で機能の紹介とかさせていただき。
So during the next broadcast at the end of February, they're hoping to able to show some of the features inside the benchmark software.
つつ、その後に、ネットワークテストの前に公開をさせて。
And before the network test, they're hoping to release the software.
いただけるように置きます。
So people will be able to use it.
はい、今回ですね、このような形のいいですか、ベンチマーク、準備させていただきます。今回このような放送となってしまって、誠に申し訳ございません。次回ですね、2月下旬放送では、より具体的に今進めているその報告とか、できると思いますし、3月下旬頃のネットワークテストに向けて、開発チーム頑張ってまいりますので、ぜひ応援よろしくお願いいたします。次回はポジティブなお話もできるよう努めます。
So they're hoping in the next broadcast they'll be able to have a little bit more positive information or news to give as well.
それでは 本日ですね、短い時間でしたが、番組ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。本日の放送は以上となります。ありがとうございました。
So I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in today. So I guess that was their main broadcast today. It was just kind of going over the information behind the bug, and also information that the benchmark software is under development and they should have more to show next month. Yeah, so thanks for everyone for tuning in. That's I guess all the main news that they had to show today. As they were saying in the developer live stream, this is kind of a spur of the moment where they wanted to do a live stream to just kind of communicate with the players and give an update on their status on what's happening with the network test and delay. But hopefully, was it next month? So they're probably going to do another, from what it sounds like, they're going to do another short live stream next month to do a similar thing to give an update on their status. So we probably have that to look forward to at the end of February. And then the network test, if everything goes as planned, will be end of March. So I guess about every month going here on out, we should have something to kind of look forward to. Yeah, so I would like to definitely thank everyone for tuning in. Can we confirm it? Network test delay. It's pretty well confirmed. Yeah, it's going to be March or so. Yeah, I guess the delay, well, I mean, you'd have like a schedule, like they were initially planning to do, like the network test in January, and they would be probably hoping to, get feedback from everyone. And after that, maybe have an before release stream or something. I would assume, like they would have like a stream in, they were hoping to do a stream after network test. So maybe like in February, they were originally planning to do stuff like that, but everything kind of gets pushed back. Global won't be delayed, ? Yeah, I'm not really sure how it affects the final release date and whatnot. Perhaps they were initially planning to have the game release a little bit earlier in Japan, since they were saying, kind of like early spring initially, but then that kind of looks like it's going to be slightly delayed from Japan. I mean, they're not saying it directly, but and so they didn't give a direct date yet, but thanks for the super chat. I appreciate it. Any thoughts about Japan's players? What's everyone saying here? Somebody's saying, I think I might cry. Somebody's saying the benchmark test will be delayed, or the benchmark software will be delayed. I guess some people kind of like joking. Somebody says they want to be able to do character creation. Other people are saying like thank you for the end. Or people are grateful for them explaining things. And other people are kind of sad that it's not a definitive date yet. Other people are saying health first, cheering you on. Kambatte kore. Try your best. Seems pretty positive for the most part. I mean, I guess some people are kind of sad, it's getting delayed, but I guess they're happy about the communication, right? But anyways, it's nice to have them, you know, being open and discussing things like this, even if it's not positive. They at least are explaining what's happening, right? So we get an idea of what's going on behind the scenes and a little better idea of what the bug was. So I guess just so as the channel scaling with the party system is having issues that occurred with the number of players increase, which makes sense since it was like a server scaling issue. Yes, I think that's just about everything for today. We'll probably do some more videos as more news releases in the future. As always, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. Definitely appreciate everyone for always watching. If you haven't done so yet, subscribe. Yeah, as always, thanks for watching, and I'm going to be heading out for tonight. I'll probably do like a short, summary video of kind of the situation with the delay. So for people want a summary of everything, I'll do that as well. Yep, so thanks for watching. Oh, thanks for the super chat as well. Appreciate it. All right then, so good night everyone. Good day. Good morning. Wherever you may be. I'll see you later.